here, and I also proudly coordinate the Mesa Academics and Athletics program.
And I'm Chris Varela Benitez from men's cross country and track.
And we are your
co-hosts
for
this
the
year's
11th annual
Star Wars.
There we go. So if you remember, for anybody who was here last year, Chris was my co-host, and I've never had a co-host until last year. He did such a fabulous job. I made sure to ask him after the event a couple times yesterday if he still wanted to do it, and he did. And so thank you for being my partner in crime today. So it's very hard to be up here, so for Chris to want to do it 2 years in a row, let's give him a big round of applause. So today is a very exciting day. It's the one day of the year where most of us can get together and celebrate our student athletes and our wonderful Mesa community. Today is about academic achievements, community spirit, and athletic excellence of our Mesa College student athletes. This event is all about you and our Mesa community. As you can probably tell, our theme is superheroes, hence our t-shirts and the decor here. But really, this is all about our superhero student athletes. You guys are our superheroes. I know that most of you feel the pressure of being a student athlete. Being a student is a full-time job, especially for you guys who have to be full-time in order to compete. Then you add your sport to that, and that feels like what? A second full-time job. I know sometimes it feels like the opposite, that sometimes you feel like you're an athlete first before you are a student. But understand you guys have two important jobs here. And that's not to mention the times that you guys are traveling, putting in extra hours training. Some of you guys use public transportation that takes you 2.5 hours to get here every day. That's commitment. Some of you guys have one. Some of you have 2 jobs. And some of you say, hey, I take my little brother to school every day. I take care of my mom and dad or grandparents. You guys are our superheroes. Every day you guys come here, day in and day out, and I just wanted to let you know your sacrifices are not unnoticed. So thank you. Will all our superhero student athletes who are here today please stand up so we can recognize you? All student athletes are superheroes. Stand on up, don't be shy. Thank you for all that you do. In addition to honoring our student athletes today, we will also be honoring the great Dave Evans and Coach David Azarone, who embody the superhero persona as well.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun program, and we appreciate all of you for being here today. In order to keep this program rolling, we're going to keep our speaking to a minimum to ensure that we focus this event on all of you. So without further ado, it is only right to start an athletic-related event with the Star Spangled Banner. Please stand as we welcome our very own Quavell Anderson from men's football to sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, we can all go home now. I mean, that was amazing. Cobell Anderson, everybody. Beautifully sang. He has many, many talents, as you guys can see. Now, on to the rest of the program. We are happy to invite Savannah Wallace to the front to say a few words about being a student athlete here at Mesa College. Savannah, if you cannot tell, is one of our fabulous softball student athletes. Savannah is a sophomore, and she plans to graduate this spring with her business degree, and she has an impressive 3.8 GPA, which is amazing. Savannah is equally impressive on the field, too. She is the top 10 in the state for batting averages with a .566, a total of 12 home runs and 52 RBIs this year. And on April 20th, she was on fire because she hit the first grand slam under Coach Guidi's career here at Mesa College. And during the same game, Savannah went 5 for 5, 7 RBIs, and like I said, a grand slam. Savannah hopes to continue her educational and athletic goals at a university this coming fall. And so that's why she makes a great student athlete speaker for our 2018 student athlete speaker. Please give a big round of applause one more time for Savannah.
Thank you for that introduction. Again, my name is Savannah, and I'm on the softball team here. These past 2 years have been such a great experience for me, both on and off the field. I had offers out of high school to go to a school, but my heart was never set on one. So I chose to go to a school that ultimately would help me transfer to a grade 4 year. It wasn't just focused on the winning aspect because, you know, everyone's end goal here is to transfer and get a degree further. So when I'm asked about my experience here, it's all positive, and I'm so thankful that I chose to take the junior college route. In high school, I didn't have the best relationship with my coach. Everything was all negative, and I almost wanted to end my softball career right then and there. And I've known Coach Jackie for quite some time now, and she's always had so much confidence in me as a player, and that really changed the way that I looked and played the game. So over this summer, or last year, I was a very consistent player, but Coach knew and I knew that I could play at a higher standard. So over summer, I was in the gym every day, on the field every day, preparing myself for this season so I could put up stats that would catch some coaches' attention for next year. But the coaching and the hard work wasn't just all part of my success, but it's also the people surrounding me, my friends, my teammates, my coaches, and my counselors that helped me get there. I'd like to give a shout out to my team for letting me dance before games, get crazy in the van rides, and helping me to get hyped. And I would also like to give a shout out to my best friend Erica for sticking by me for 2 years and being on the field every day with me. And I didn't only have a great softball experience, but I also had a great academic one. Christy really did help me get my associates in within 2 years so that I could transfer with my degree and play this upcoming year. And I've met so many great people, and I just want to say thank you, and I encourage you all to keep working hard and stay at it, because there will be good that will come out of it. So thank you again, and have a good one.
Thank you, Super Savannah.
All right, so it is now our distinct pleasure to invite one of our biggest fans to the podium, our very supported and superhero president, Dr. Pamela Lusser, to say a few words.
Thank you, and it's always exciting to be here every year to see all of your faces. Sometimes I get to see you out on the field or in the locker room or other kinds of places on campus, but rarely do we get to see everybody in one place, and it's exciting to see just what a big group this is. If you are graduating this year, could you stand up if you're an athlete, if you're graduating this year? Congratulations. And graduates, keep standing. If you're transferring this year, please stand. Thank you. If you're competing for us next year, will you please stand? Excellent. This is my way of saying is each one of you as an athlete has had a pathway through Mesa College, and whether you're still here and still earning your academic credits and competing next year, or you're leaving us, or you're done competing and completing your academic experience, all of those things are important for us. We are excited when you win. We're more excited when you get to go out into the big wide world as successful graduates or completers of Mesa College. So I want to say to all of you that I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to see all of the awards that I know are going to take place. I'm really excited to see what happens when we pull down that Superstar Award banner for the name of the athlete that will stay up there permanently at Mesa. I do want to say too that this college has had great success over the years, and I'm excited to be the leader of this institution again, not just because of all the wins, but because of the support that your coaches give you. And I'm going to ask Ryan Shoemaker if you'd come up for a minute, our Dean and Athletic Director. So Ryan, if you would come on up. I'm going to finish my remarks as Ryan comes up. He's probably tall enough just to walk up without the step, but I'll let him do that. So as I finish my remarks, what I want to say is on the Superstar theme, I'd just like to say that my lady basketball team really took it seriously. I'm enjoying the whole Superstar thing going on over there. So I don't know if there's an award for that, that's pretty cool. I don't know if there's a theme going on. Good luck to all of you as you head through finals. Keep going to class, turn in all your papers, make sure you're set to go, and congratulations on being successful student athletes this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Luster. I'd like to take a moment to recognize all of our coaches. So if you're a coach, assistant coach, if you could please stand and be recognized. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. This is a great day, a day filled with successes of our student athletes. As a former community college student athlete myself, I can relate to the struggles of a community college student athlete. We talked a little bit about it. Christy mentioned some of us are working, you may be working, you may be taking public transportation, all the while trying to take care of your academics, your athletics, maybe take care of loved ones. But all of the student athletes that are being recognized here today have risen above to reach their academic goals and athletic goals. Abraham Lincoln once said, "The best way to predict your future is to create it." And with the help of your coaches, your counselors, your faculty, your teammates, your support staff, and other mentors along the way, you've all blazed a trail of excellence that will surely lend itself to a successful future. Congratulations to all of today's award recipients. You've all worked very hard, and we are very Mesa proud of you today. Go Olympians.
Thank you, Dean Shoemaker and President Lester. So about 10 years ago, the Star Awards Planning Committee and I started a new tradition where we wanted to honor a current or former administrator, faculty, or staff member who has given back to our student athletes and to this campus. And we are very excited that we are going to be honoring our 2018 Star Awards honoree is Dave Evans. Now, before I ask our Vice President of Instruction to the front to introduce this amazing person, it's important to mention that this event would not even be possible without Dave Evans. As a brand new employee, almost 11, 12 years ago, I had this idea for an event. And I went around trying to ask for support, and I go, well, I better go talk to the Dean of Athletics and Exercise Science, because I need him on board. I walked into his office, I said, Dave, here's my idea. Within 1 second, he did not even hesitate, and he said, Christy, I am all in. Even during the tight budget years, when it was like, oh no, how are we gonna, have enough funding to feed these student athletes, because food is important. Make sure we recognize them. He said, don't worry about it, Christy, we have it covered. That's how much he believed in this event, how much he believes in our student athletes, how much he believes in his exercise science faculty and staff and coaches, how much he believes in this committee and myself to do this. And that has meant the world, Dave, so thank you. And he also gave me hired too, so thank you. So without further ado, will our awesome VPI, Tim Superman McGrath, please come up to introduce Dave.
Good afternoon. Would everyone take out your Star Awards pamphlet and turn to the second page, and as I'm talking, I want you to read about Dave Evans. Very few times in someone's career do you have someone that has made such a significant difference not only on a campus, but in our state as well as nationally. If you look around our campus from an athletic perspective, the exercise science building, the athletic fields, the synthetic turf, the track, the hurdles, you just continue on. Everything that has to do with athletics, Dave Evans' fingerprints are on them. So from a campus standpoint, he not only is a superhero, he is an amazing leader in our district. From a state perspective, he was the leader from the 3C2A, which is the NCAA for community colleges. And his imprint not only on the Constitution, on the ethics of what we do as far as athletic standards, are something that we all live by and continue to try and uphold. And then if Dave isn't, if he hasn't done enough already, he also was the community college leader from a national perspective. And from a national perspective, that means that he did battle on our behalf at the community college level with the NCAA, trying to get that body to understand and recognize the amazing work that we have done. So from a campus perspective, we could not have had a better leader for 26 years, someone to call a colleague as well as a friend, as Dave Evans.
I actually get to speak?
If you would like to, you don't have to. Never mind.
Oh, wow. Well, I can tell you that I have a lot of passion for student athletes. I have a great deal of passion for community college athletics, and I have even more passion for San Diego Mesa College. I can't believe I was sitting there reminiscing a little bit, and we got some really good older friends that I've been around for a long time, and I'm so happy that they're here. Some of you, one of these days, you'll figure it out as you get older. Sometimes you get a little more emotional, but it's not easy for me to do this. I loved what I did. I actually wish sometimes I was still doing it. Everyone asks me, well, you know, what do you do now that you're retired? And my answer is, I'm not real sure, but I start at noon every day. To be honest, I miss it a great deal. I can't believe I spent 42 years in college athletics. And actually I spent a few more years in that because I had an opportunity to play when I was in college also. So I've had a really good run. We've had a really good run. We're blessed. We're pretty healthy. I've got a healthy wife, Pam here. We've got 2 daughters, 4 grandkids. I'm probably most proud of our daughters. We have oldest one, if you can believe this. She teaches at Oklahoma State. She has for quite a while, and she's also been the mayor of Stillwater. So we're really proud of her. And then our other daughter actually just moved to California from Omaha, Nebraska, who lives up in Irvine because her husband got transferred. But when I think back over 42 years, I can tell you I worked at 16 years at the 4-year level and a little over 26 or so at the 2-year level. And I can tell you that this is home. This is where I spent so much time. I know I get back on campus every now and then. Sometimes I just come up and walk around, I look around, and I just marvel at the changes that's taking place. And it warms my heart to know that we have such special people at Mesa from the top down. We're losing a really good one right over here, Vice President McGrath. I know some of you obviously know that he's going to become a president, which he'll be a great one, but we're going to miss those type of people. But there'll be someone else step up. And that's what happens at Mesa. You just keep going on and on. So I appreciate this so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I want to thank the Star Awards Committee because I know how much time you put in. I know there are many of them out there, and I know Christy will recognize you later, but I want to personally thank you, and I want to personally thank Christy because of what she said at the beginning. She did it all. All I had to do was say yes, and it's been a great run. I hope this is a tradition that will never end at Mesa College. So thank you very much.
Yeah, when I called him months and months and months ago, because I'm such a planner, I go, we want to honor you. Why do you want to honor me? Hello, look at the program, look at all the amazing people, look at this campus, 42 plus years. So on behalf of Mesa College, we wanted to say in appreciation of your dedication and devoted service as an educator, a coach, a dean, and athletic director to our student athletes. We love you, Dave. This is all for you.
So before we get to the team awards, we would like to invite the exercise department chair, Ed Helscher, to the front to speak about a wonderful organization called Be the Match.
About 4 years ago, an organization came to Mesa College and requested an opportunity to serve, and the organization is called the Icla de Silva Foundation. And that foundation, he wants me to, I'm yelling about it. That organization, what they do is they look for recipients of bone marrow transplants. Those of you who don't know, there are a lot of people in this world who are suffering. Many of them are dying. And we need people, young people, to join the National Registry for Bone Marrow Donations. And I'm standing here purposely because 2 years ago, I have my own superhero. She's sitting down right here. She went and she joined the National Registry, was able to, give us a little swab. It took 5 minutes of her time. And within a year, she saved someone's life in France. Didn't know who it was, but she gave. And that's what Mesa College is about. We are superheroes because we give. So I'd like to point where they're out. This is Evelyn Perez back here, who represents the Icla de Silva Foundation. And for those of you who are between the ages of 18 and 44, sorry about that, some of you. We'd like to invite you to also become a superhero. And you become a superhero just by having a 5-minute swab of the inside of your mouth. So thank you, and please join the National Registry.
Thank you, Ed and Anastasia. Now, before lunchtime, we're going to announce the team award winners, specifically the team attendance award and the highest team GPA award winners. These deserving 5 teams will get to eat first. Okay, so remember that. They get to eat first. Our Student Athlete Awards celebrate the individuals and teams who displayed academic, athletic, and community excellence this past year. To help pass out the awards, we would like to invite back our President, Pam Lester, Vice President of Instruction, Tim McGrath, Dean of Exercise Science, and your AD, Ryan Shoemaker, to the front, please. FYI, your picture will be taken, so when you get up there, please come up here and get your award and definitely smile with all of us, please. Our first award of the day is the Team Attendance Award. This award was determined about 20 minutes ago to see which team brought the most based on percentage of your Form 3, so that way it could be won fair and square. And thanks to your AD, the winners, because there's a total of 2, will both receive $100 each towards their team banquet or however they see fit. So thank you, Ryan. Are you guys ready? The winners for the Team Attendance Award goes to baseball and badminton with a percentage of 100% of everybody being here today. So will baseball or badminton, will one of you guys come up here to get your check that you're gonna have to split, but I'll get you another check, I promise. Don't be shy, I need somebody. Baseball, badminton. Thank you. Come on up. They're going to split the check, but I promise we'll give each separate check. So thank you, baseball and badminton, and for really everybody being here.
All right, so the next award is the highest team GPA award. The 4 winners for this team award were based on the highest team cumulative GPA during the season of sport. There are 4 winners based on the semester and gender of sport during the year of 2017. Now to the 4 team awardees. The top women's GPA winner for spring of 2017 goes to softball with a 3.37 GPA. And now to the second award. The top men's GPA winner for spring of 2017 goes to men's tennis with a 3.6 cumulative GPA. Does the tennis team want to come up here to receive the award? right now we'll go into the fall sports. So the top women's GPA winner for fall 2017 goes to women's soccer with a 3.37 cumulative GPA. Alright, so for our final award, we saved the best for last. And the top men's GPA winner for fall 2016 goes to men's cross country with a 3.25 cumulative GPA.
All right, congratulations to all our winners. So yes, that's baseball, badminton, women's soccer, men's cross country, softball, and men's tennis. They get to eat first, okay? So congratulations.
Alright, so at this time you'll be dismissed per table for a barbecue buffet. While you are patiently waiting your turn to get your lunch, please take the time to enjoy the photo montage of our Mesa student athlete, courtesy of the Star Wars Planning Committee. Please stay in your seat until Coach Nathan Resch or Coach Travis Nichols dismisses you. Enjoy your lunch in the slideshow. We'll see you in a little bit.
So where's Travis and Aaron? They're going to be dismissing.
I would like to introduce Victor Ceniceros to the front to introduce our special Olympian keynote speaker. This superhero student athlete participates on the baseball team and is also a Mesa peer navigator.
Hi, how's everyone doing today? So my name is Victor Ceniceros. I'm a part of the baseball team here at Mesa, and I'm gonna introduce somebody today. Coach Hayes was born on February 2nd, 1983 in San Francisco, California, while his mom was attending school in USF. He was raised by his grandparents, Francisco Aceron and Dolores Aceron. His grandparents were first generation in America, and they are from the Philippines. His grandfather is retired from the Navy and served in the Korean and Vietnam War. His grandfather is retired from the Navy and served in the Korean and I'm sorry, I read the same thing. A little nervous. His mom was active duty in the Air Force, retired as Lieutenant Colonel and served in Desert Storm. Coach Ace was raised in Barrio Logan. He coached at Olympian High School, Chula Vista, San Diego High, in downtown San Diego, which his mom, uncles, and grandfather got their high school diploma. Poway High School in Poway, California, and Rancho Bernardo High School in Rancho Bernardo. He served 10 years in the United States Army, and out of his 10 years, he served a total of 4.5 years in combat in both Iraq and Afghanistan. And I'd just like to mention that Coach Hayes has been a big part of my life because he's taught me to apply my work ethic into my daily life. He taught me that baseball wouldn't be around forever, so I should also think about what I want to do as a career when the day I hang up the cleats comes, and I begin to focus on my future. He helped me improve athletically in ways I couldn't imagine. I don't see Coach Hayes as a coach sometimes because he always helped me, and we spend time together coaching his team, Aces Baseball, and getting to know him personally and seeing who he is outside of the field has made him become a family to me. His leadership, commitment, and dedication that he shows every day is inspiring to me because knowing that we are both from the ghetto shows that if he can work hard, I can work harder to achieve my goals. I honestly don't know where I would be or what I would be doing if it wasn't for Coach Hayes, because I would ask him for advice when I needed it, and he always kept it real with me. He would tell me the truth, and although it wasn't what I wanted to hear, it made me open my eyes and be aware of reality. Thank you, Coach Hayes, for always dedicating your time to help me, not only as an athlete, but as a person. Thank you for your service and for all the hard work you've done, dedication, and commitment. So with further ado, please welcome Coach Hayes to the stand.
Better get me all choked up before I come up here. Jeez Louise. This kid, I look around the auditorium and I see athletes that some of you guys have coached since you were 10 and 9, and 13, and just, it's unbelievable. There's two messages that I wanted to say while I was up here. One of the topics I wanted to talk about was love. So, growing up, I went to 13 different schools, elementary schools, 2 different junior highs, 2 different high schools, and 6 different colleges. So I was always the new guy. Performing arts schools, magnet schools when there used to be Muir Alternative over here. I went to Kroc and Green and Montgomery, and I went through a whole gamut of schools. And going to those schools and seeing the sacrifice that, like, my mom, she's in the back over there, has made for me, and coaches like June Andrews, when I was a kid, she used to pick me up. I had to take 4 transfers to get to school, and she would pick me up and take me to school. And people like that in my life have taught me that love in all aspects, that could drive you through anything in life. I mean, that's what I held on to when I was in combat. That's what I held on to when I was, I was an IED guy, so, I was diffusing explosive devices, I was going after people, I was kicking doors down. And so my perspective of leadership and my perspective of coaching is from a whole different angle when we talk to these young athletes. I mean, I was at a conference, the Lions Tournament conference with high school coaches, and Randy Jones was speaking. He used to be a pitcher for the Padres. And I was sitting in the back of the auditorium, and I told him, I stood up and I said, hey, I just want to say thank you because you taught me this trick with the baseball. And I always used to have a baseball with me when I was in combat. And whenever I had downtime, I'd grab the ball and I'd twirl it around in my hands just to kind of bring me back to home and have a sense of love and comfort. And some of the coaches laughed and they were just like, what? And one coach stood up and said, no, he's being truthful. Like he's seen some pretty rough stuff in his life. And so I guess one of my messages here today, one of my messages, and then I'll get to my other one, is that if you believe in love and you believe in self-love and you believe in love with other people, that it could drive you beyond what your imagination is, whether it's school, whether it's life, everything that I've done in my life has just been following my heart. The last 3 coaching jobs I've had, Poway High School, Rancho Bernardo High School, and Mesa College, I've been recruited. And then now I have an opportunity, next year, I had some opportunities that guys kind of knocked on my door and said, hey, we're looking at you at the 4-year level now. So, and I just followed my heart through love. So whether you're an athlete or whether you're a coach, just realize that, like, if you care about the person and you care about them as an individual, that they'll break out of their shell and they'll become something completely great. I mean, since 2013, I've never seen a regular season. Like, all my teams that I've been a part of have gone playoffs since 2013, 14, 15, 16, consecutively. And people ask me as a coach, like, why do you think the programs are so successful? And I said, because I believe in the athlete. I don't care about the sport. I really don't. I care about who they're going to become as a person. What impact are they going to have on other people's lives? What impact are they going to have on society? What are they going to do to inspire and impact on a daily basis that most people don't do because they're uncomfortable? I think we need to do more of that when it comes to love. The second topic I want to talk about living the words that come out of your mouth. A lot of people, they talk hot air, and I think us as human beings, we can realize when someone's BSing or not. And, for example, the word love. I've seen love in my son's eyes. I've seen love, I'm also a doula, so I help with birth and labor. I've seen love in families' eyes. I've seen love in combat. I've seen love in the ghetto. I've seen love in, students that hold on to kids that are new guys that are getting bullied. I've seen love in many different factors. So when I say the word love, I've lived that word. I've lived the word hate. I've lived the word depression. I've lived the word sacrifice. When you're a point guy in war, you're scared. You're completely scared. I was completely scared. But love was the one that drove me to sacrificing myself for the people behind me and the people that I love here in the United States of America. So I guess my message to student athletes are, remember love and always remember to live the words that come out of your mouth. Go out there, experience the world, and if you're gonna say something, make sure you've lived that word. Don't just talk hot air. That makes sense? Okay. So that's my message to you guys. Thanks for allowing me to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Jason. I'm tearing up here. Love is so important, and accountability is so important. Thank you for reminding us of that. You are a hero. Your son, I can see the love you have for his eyes and the love he has for you. It's beautiful. So, on behalf of the Star Wars Committee in Mesa College, we just want to give you a small token of our appreciation. Some gift cards are in there, so you can spend time with your son to do these things. Thank you for being a hero here, your service to Mesa, to the San Diego community, and to our country. Thank you for all that you do. All right, whew, okay. All right, so now we're going to go back to the awards. So if we can please, I would like to ask back our president, VPI, our athletic director, please back up to the stage, please. So we're going to start with the highest individual GPA for both spring and fall 2017. Now, in order to be honored for this award, you had to obviously be full-time and 12 units, and just 12 units of academic work, not including all the exercise science units as well. Before we announce the 10, yes, I said 10 individual student athletes who got a 4.0 for both spring and fall 2017, I did want to give honorable mentions to those student athletes who were in season and got a 4.0 in their season. These student athletes have worked very hard and they definitely deserve recognition. Now, some of the individuals that I'm going to call have either transferred on, moved on, or maybe they're in classroom or they haven't RSVP'd, so we didn't know if they were going to be attending. If for some reason we missed you and you are here, please stand. All right. Andrew Lifford from baseball. Joseph Whiting from men's water polo. And we'll hold the applause to then, I'm sorry. Emmanuel Molina from men's water polo. Mariah Ward from softball. Connell McLean from men's swim and dive. Matthew Santamaria from men's swim and dive. Victoriana Gonzalez from women's swim and dive. Anna Stalick from women's swim and dive. Thomas Geeney from men's tennis. Brian Kim from men's tennis. Valentina Verk from women's track and field. And Catalina Day from the women's track and field. Now to the student athletes who we believe are here today. Please stand at your seat and remain standing until all the names are called. Again, we'll wait till the applause at the very end. Madison Cosgrove from women's soccer. Morgan Horvatich from women's soccer. So if you're here, please stand. Natalie Poland from women's soccer. Taylor Power from women's soccer. Amber Reinhardt from women's soccer. Mara Rios from women's soccer. You're now seeing why they won Team GPA, right? Alexis Sazueto from women's soccer. Hannah Chapman from women's volleyball. Leanne Bates from women's water polo. Victoria Dahlberg from women's beach volleyball. Christopher Evangelista from men's swim and dive. And Joshua Rosenbaum from men's swim and dive. These are an impressive 24 student athletes who had a perfect 4.0 during their season of sport. Let's please give them a big round of applause. Job well done. Now to those 10 student athletes who had a perfect 4.0 during the whole entire year of 2017. Please come to the podium when I say your name, and obviously we'll also take a picture as well. And so you can get your certificate. So the first one is Kyle Babcock from football. Is Kyle Babcock from there? Next person, Keanu DeZor from baseball. Next person, Pamela Gogg from Women's Swim and Dive. Pamela? Is Pamela here? If she's not here, will somebody from her team come grab the certificate later for her, or coach? Thank you so much. Next person, Teresa Gilchrist from Women's Swim and Dive. Is Teresa here, or Teresa? What about Anya Lavoie? Is Anya here? Yes, I saw her earlier. There you are. Samantha Schmidt from Women's Swim and Dive. Next student athlete, Jacqueline West from Women's Swim and Dive. Is Jacqueline here? No. The next person, Federico Aguirre from Men's Tennis. Is Federico here? Okay. Melanie Stewart from Women's Tennis and Women's Track and Field. Is Melanie Stewart here? And last but definitely not least, Erica Edwards from Women's Cross Country and Track and Field. Guess not, okay. Well, congratulations, that's very impressive. Last year we only had 3, maybe 4 perfect 4.0s the whole year. This was 10, so congratulations to all of you.
Alright, so the next award is the Team Community Spirit Award. This award recognizes outstanding service in the San Diego community by an entire team. We're looking for the team that goes above and beyond and performs a service that benefits our community in some shape or form. This award also recognizes teams that dedicate as much time building community as much time competing in sport. Before we proceed with the team winner, we want to mention the other 2 teams that gave back and were up for this particular award. First being men's water polo, who for the 2nd year in a row supported participants at the Phoebe Horse Elementary Jogathon, and women's and men's track and field, who hosted the 30th annual Senior Games track and field competition back in September. Thank you to those 2 teams who gave back to our San Diego community. Now on to our Community Spirit Award winning team who displayed love, awareness, civic duty in our community. This year's team volunteered at the 2017 Countywide Domestic Violence Awareness Month kickoff event. Each student athlete dressed in purple, which is a color associated with relationship violence prevention. At the event, local dignitaries, law enforcement, social service agencies, and county departments came together to honor the lives lost as a result of domestic violence. In addition to interacting with a variety of local resources, the student athletes also volunteered to participate in a presentation focused around the prevention and early intervention of domestic violence, where they made public statements about the importance of respect, consent, trust, responsibility, and healthy communication. Many of the event attendees commented on how impacted they were by the student athletes' willingness to engage in such an important topic and represent their fellow peers with dignity and honor. While honorable movements have been made by many Olympian teams, this team really displayed unity and community service. With that said, this year's Team Community Spirit Award goes to men's basketball. Will the men's basketball team and coaching staff please stand so y'all may be recognized? And also, can you guys send a representative to the front? All right, now we'll go to the individual Community Spirit Award. Our dedicated student athletes are not only committed to their sport through practice and training, they're dedicated to their academics and often work part-time or full-time jobs. Fewer parents and several also take time with their hectic schedules to get back to the community. Before I announce this year's winner for the Individual Community Spirit Award, I would like to give you a glimpse into the student athlete's world. This student athlete is a San Diego Mesa College sophomore and has accomplished a tremendous amount over the past 2 years, both on and off the field. She is an exceptional student, maintaining a 3.8 cumulative GPA with over 60 units completed. She has played as a central midfielder for both years, with her coach describing her as the engine that made the entire team run. She has won numerous awards this past season for both her athletic and academic achievements that include PCAC First Team All-Conference, CCC SCA First Team All-Southern California Regional Team, and 2017 United Soccer Coaches of America Second Team Scholar All-American Team. She was also the 2017 team captain and earned Team Olympian Award that same year. In addition, she was the 2016 and 17 San Diego Promise Scholarship Award recipient. Her commitment to her team goes far beyond her actual skill. This student athlete has remained dedicated to getting better every day, as well as endlessly encouraging her teammates, leading by example. She was always the first person at practice and the last one to leave. She is also connected to volunteer work when not focusing on academics and athletics. She has many community service ties, including being a member of the competitive Portuguese dance team, volunteering with Portuguese Community Church for food drives, bingo nights, and fiesta weekend activities. This student athlete has several existing opportunities to transfer to a 4-year university and is preparing to make her decision in the upcoming weeks. Put your hands together for this great student athlete. This 2018 Individual Community Spirit Award goes to Jacqueline Neves from Women's Soccer.
All right, last but not least is our Superstar Award winner. Now this Superstar Award recipient comprises of a Mesa student athlete who embodies the Olympian experience by demonstrating scholastic and athletic excellence, leadership, community involvement, inspiration, and team spirit. This year's winner, like past winners, truly exemplifies what a student athlete in the Superstar Award is all about. At this time, I'd like to shed some light on why this student athlete is so deserving of this award. This student athlete is also a San Diego Mesa Community College sophomore and has been nominated for this year's Superstar Award due to her incredible accomplishments related to academics, athletics, and community spirit and service. Her achievements are plentiful, from her impressive grade point average, 4.0 for fall and spring 2017, to her multiple recognitions as an exceptional swimmer. She has been a member of the Mesa swim team for the past 2 seasons, as well as participating on the 2017 and just recently the 2018 state teams. While the extensive list of her accolades are too many to mention, some of those we'd like to highlight include breaking Mesa College's all-time record in the 200 free relay, 400 freestyle relay, 800 freestyle relay, as well as holding multiple medals for first and second place and being identified as an All-American athlete for 2 years. And just recently, she got second place in the mile at state and was so close to the first. Beyond that, the student athlete also won the Waterman Pentathlon, beating 68 competitors. As if this weren't enough, she is committed to serving her community as she is to her education and to her swim career. Her volunteer work includes a YMCA Raintree Ranch Camp volunteer and participating in the National Multiple Sclerosis Society Pacific South Coast Walk for MS as a team leader, raising over $4,000 in donations, which she was awarded top level for. In addition, she's also a certified youth swim coach, when she isn't focusing on improving her own performance. In addition to all the wonderful words that her coach and her teammates have said about her, I must say as her counselor that she likes to see a lot, which I don't mind about that. This young lady is very special. She is thoughtful, she's resilient, she's always honest with me, and she's so determined to do what is right. She is that love, she is that accountability. She truly is a superhero to me. With all that said, it is my distinct pleasure, and her name's going to be on the back there too, to announce the 2018 Superstar Award winner to Superwoman Samantha Schmidt from Women's Swim and Dive. So if you all take a minute, look right behind on the banner, and it's our new Superstar Award winner, Sam Schmidt, 2018. So thank you and congratulations to all our team and individual award winners. At this time, we want to thank you for coming to the 11th Annual Star Awards. We want to take this time real quick to thank for all the people who have helped us, specifically facilities, athletics, the counseling department, the communications team, outreach, Wayne Mitchell, Jennifer Osborne, Mike Gass, Carlos Wells, Dave Evans, Coach Ace, the ASG, the football team who helped set up the 300 chairs yesterday, and to baseball who's always willing to help clean up afterwards for the chairs. I appreciate that. And of course, thank you to our supportive administration, especially President Luster. Where did she? There she is. To our VPI, Tim McGrath, we're going to miss you. Our awesome Dean and AD, Dean Shoemaker, and Dean Crates as well for your support. I believe Lynn, is she? Okay, oh yes. And Lynn Noltz, she's our vice chancellor. I think she ran out, but she's always here. And we also have a very special person today, our PCAC Commissioner, Mr. John Woods is in the house supporting Mesa and Dave Evans. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. But there is one thing I did miss to do, and I was very excited about this, and I totally got overwhelmed and in the moment of giving Sam her stuff. But Sam, we have one more thing for you, so can you please come up here real quick? Doesn't she look good in that cape? So I know it's cheesy, but you're our superhero. Congratulations again on your super award. Here for you, okay? And at this time, I do want to thank our Star Awards Planning Committee. So if you please stand, can you please get the recognition you deserve? It takes a team to make this event happen. So please, if you are part of the committee Star Awards, please stand up or you helped out today. Don't be shy. Most of them are standing already. So if you can please give them a big round of applause. And I did want to thank a very important person, Chris, here. Like I said before, this is his second time being up here. It's not easy being up here. I've been up here for 11 years now, and it's still nerve-wracking. So I just wanted to give you a thank you for all that you do, your courage. You're a superhero, being on and off the field, on the track. You're always dedicated, and thank you for being a part of this committee. This is how much he believes in this event and his fellow student athletes. It is also important to note that a couple weeks ago, Chris also received the Osher Scholarship at the Mesa Scholarship Banquet, so I did want to recognize him for that well-deserved scholarship. And I know, remember I might have said I was kind of corny, but I have to end with a quote before we go to the raffle. And of course I had to pick Superman. But this is a quote from the one and only Superman. There is a superhero in all of us. We just need the courage to put on the cape. So thank you for everything that you guys have do for us. Please stay for the opportunity raffle. You guys can win some really great prizes. We also have a satisfaction survey. If you can fill that out and leave that on the table, that would be wonderful as well, so we can keep improving this event for you. Okay?